Hey everybody, this is Professor Lilly. It's a beautiful snow day here in Maryland, yet still we have to start our weekly activities. Certainly, if you want to take a day off, you could. The first deadline for this week is not until Thursday, so let's talk about it. So, in weeks 3 and 4, you're going to start by creating your blog, and you're going to talk about it a little bit with your group members. And then by the end of week 4, you need to have written and posted your first two articles on your blog. And as you know from the first 2 weeks conversations, it's up to you to decide what type of articles that you're going to be writing, if it's going to be more travel writing oriented or kind of city life oriented or kind of lifestyle oriented in general. You can certainly have a theme to your art writing. Last time I taught it was in the summer, and I had a couple students who focused on different outdoor activities to do in the area where they were staying. One student did it on, or focused her blog on hiking trails in the area or near where she was living. But you don't necessarily have to have a theme. You can have kind of a variety of different types of article topics. Okay, so for creating your blog, you can choose whatever blog platform you want, and I have a link here. It looks like this. It's just 11-minute video talking about different options. So it talks about WordPress.org. It talks about Wix. Talks about WordPress.com. So WordPress.org would be a blog installed into a custom server. So you would maybe already have a web hosting account, and you would just be able to install WordPress, the custom or content management system, on into it. Or Wix is its own closed system platform. WordPress.com is a service that just offers free WordPress type uh, websites. There's Blogger, Tumblr, Medium, Squarespace, Ghost, and Weebly. So it's all up to you. All of these services are going to offer you a premium. So they're going to say, hey, well, you get more services. You can do more if you pay money. But they all also offer a free account that will work and will allow you to publish your articles. You're not going to be able to have your own domain name. So like if I wanted jonathanlilly.com or something like that, I would have to pay for that. And so that's one of the things that they would be asking you to pay for. But these are all have free options. So it's up to you. By all means, if you're not quite sure what to or you're not quite sure what to choose, then send me a email, or you could also discuss it with your group members in the group discussion for week 3. Okay, so you have until this Thursday night, to create your blog. And to be honest, making the choice is probably the thing that will take the most time. And after that, in all of these services, you could be up and running with a website probably in less than 10 or 15 minutes. And so here are the guidelines. They're relatively simple. All of these have templates. That's spelled incorrectly. Templates or themes of a certain designs that you can choose. And just make sure you choose an attractive theme and one that is kind of set up for a blog roll, which is basically where the most recent posts kind of come to the top. So just make sure, other sites, are more static. So that means that the main content on their main page doesn't change. Whereas in blogs, whatever is the most new article or post or whatever will be at the top. So just make sure it's designed like that, and choose a theme that displays photos well and is kind of visually attractive. And then make sure that you have a profile page. So all of these are going to be able to allow you to create some kind of profile page, put your profile photo on it, and a short bio with maybe links to your hometown or links to Loyola. And then lastly, again, and this is at the end of week 4, by February 11th, I want you to have your first 2 blog articles on your blog. Okay, so this week, in week 3, after creating your blog by Thursday, then we have the group discussion. And the purpose of the group discussion here is just to get you talking with your group members about your thought process in terms of what blog platform you chose to use, and any questions that you might have that people might be able to help you to answer. And then also tell us, or tell your group members, what are some of your ideas you have, or what you're planning to do for your first 2 articles. And in terms of responses, so, and then once people have started posting their blog URLs, so this is also how I find out what the URL is of your blog. So make sure you obviously have that in there so they can look at your blog, and I can look at it. And then in terms of responses, just read each other's short posts, and if you have any ideas for them for their first 2 blog article ideas, or something that you notice that they could improve on their blog page, or if you just think it looks fantastic, then just say that. I've given you a few resources here. This is that link to that video. And this is a lot of this is things that you have already learned in your research from last week. And here's just a generic Word document that talks about lots of different options as well, if you prefer to read this as opposed to watching the video here on how to pick a good blogging platform. Okay, so if there, one more thing I almost forgot. So where are these discussions taking place? So down here under weeks 5 and 6, each group, we have 5 groups here, have their own discussion forum, and these are going to be used later on as well for the reading and discussion assignment, reading summary and discussion assignment. So, but we'll go ahead and use these as well for this week for just talking about or sharing your blog URL and telling your group members which platform you chose to use. So again, for the week 3, we are going to be using these forums. So if you're in Group Atlantic, you just come in here and you post your posts, and then later on in a couple weeks, we'll be using these forums again. Okay, so this is where if you're not sure where the week 3 discussion is supposed to happen, it's down there. So if you have any questions, please email me, and I'm going to be looking forward to looking at your blogs later on this week.